tense moment. The movie isn't, well, again, I tried to watch the whole thing prior to the podcast thing. I had to pay for it on Amazon Prime. Bastards.
Right.
But, so I couldn't watch the whole thing. But watching a couple of scenes, I'm like, yeah, like at that point, it was some pretty tense, suspenseful things. And I think that particular scene with Preacher definitely added some necessary levity to the situation. In that turn, that hard left from his speech to going into the eggs, it was great drama. Like, oh my God, he's going to die soon. This is foreshadowing. And then he's talking about eggs. Like, oh, okay, this is funny.
There's a real shine to his eyes when he gets that idea. Like, I can talk about my omelette recipe. It's just, it's real levity to it. And this is the previous scene was Carter and Scoggins off doing their mission, and the next scene, one of them doesn't make it out of the next scene. So it's this down in the serious stuff. So we do need this little break. And yeah, he's the best to it. He's so sweaty in this scene as well. We've been talking a lot about the sweat in some of these scenes. He's a very sweaty face.
Yeah, very glistening.
Yeah,
I was just reading, so I just wrote a thing about Rocky IV for its 35th anniversary, and I realized I read that Stallone and Lundgren had sweat people. So in between takes, they would do push-ups and stuff with their gloves on or work out real fast, and then they'd have someone come in and just rub them down real quick with some glycerin or like a homemade, elephant yak blend cream, and like lube them up, and then they'd do their take, and then they'd run back in and lube them up. So that just brought more good memories of sweat and glisten. Yeah. Like, the sweat is sticking to Drago in it. It's not going anywhere. It's like, dots that are on those pieces of paper that you're supposed to eat? Like, those little sticky things that were on paper, and you can pull them out and cut them, and then you pull them off the piece of paper?
Yeah, LSD, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that too. I forgot half my life because of that stuff. But yeah, they looked like drops of LSD on him. It's not going anywhere. There's little bubbles, like a blister, little glistening blisters.
That is some viscous sweat there.
Viscous. Maybe it's just Russian boxer sweat. Yeah, super serum.
Performance enhancing, drugs just leaching out of his, pores.
Trying to get back in?
Yes, it's fighting to get back in.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right, Jay. Like, just super sweaty, but there is like a gleam in his eyes when he does it. It's really nice. It's a good scene.
Yeah.
It's a good moment. And everyone always laughed in the theater when it came on. It starts heavy, and then it gets cheeky. Like, I don't know. He's the MVP of this movie, I think.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Well, wait, most valuable preacher.
So whose camera is this? Yeah. Who is this? Like, I think he's still in Jim and Janice's room.
Oh yeah, it's Janice's, I would say.
Janice's camera, yeah. Is he recording over something?
I wish he would have turned it on to see what was on there.
Oh my.
Yeah. Ooh, she's just probably doing expository dialogue. She's practicing tours and walking around with it.
And there's something hanging from the ceiling just over his shoulder, and I can't make out what it is.
I love all the stuff behind him, though. There's a shark. There's a cactus.
The set decorations are great in this one.
Right? There's little moments in here that are just beautiful. I dig it. It makes me so happy that they actually thought about this stuff. A lot of tchotchkes.
But there's like it's like a knotted rope, or I don't know what it is. It's just something hanging, but you can only see it when it's in the grainy camera footage.
Yep. Those are stockings.
Okay.
Like pantyhose.
Right, okay.
So that's even better set design, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
No problem.
Eagle Eye. I'm going to start calling you Eagle Eye.
Those are pantyhose. Or it was like, like drying, like cured salami. One or the other.
It's probably more likely to be stockings.
That would be amazing.
I feel like the preacher would have the drying cured salami. I know that you would know these kind of things, Mark, because you do cure your own meats, don't you? You make your own sausages.
Yes, I make my own bacon.
Make your own bacon, yeah.
It is actually one of the easiest things to do in the world. It's not hard, and it's super fulfilling. Guys, make your own bacon.
It looks very impressive and delicious.
All right, so I have another question for y'all. What are your favorite egg scenes in movies? I came up with a list. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, are we talking just eating eggs, or also like Jurassic Park eggs?
Yeah, any egg.
Okay.
So Jurassic Park 3 on your part.
No, Jurassic Park 1. Jurassic Park 1.
Yeah, so Jurassic Park 3 would be Jay's favorite.
1.
Jay gets so mad. If you ever meet Jay in the real world and you want to get him in trouble, just bring up Jurassic Park 3.
It's a bad film.
But Fury, right? There's a movie, David Ayer's Fury, with Brad Pitt. There's one of my favorite lunch scenes, breakfast scenes ever. I think it hits hard. It's really dramatic. It's played really well by Pitt. But these people are going to eat eggs. John Varenpal's really gross in it. He licks the egg. And then Brad Pitt takes the egg and eats the egg. And it's just a good egg scene. I love it. David Ayer said that scene was insane to film. And I just think Pitt nails it with that egg eating. He's great he's good at on-screen eating. But that's his best egg eating, I would say. He's never eaten eggs better than in Fury.
I really like the breakfast scene in Big Night. It's a film I've only seen once, but I need to watch it again with Tucci and Tony Shalhoub. They're just like it's the morning after the titular Big Night, and Stanley Tucci just makes an omelette, like silently. You just watch him do the entire process of making an omelette for himself and his brother and their kind of waiter. And it's a really nice, quiet, tender scene.
Makes you hungry.
Big Night's a great film.
And then Hot Shots, he cracks an egg on Valerie Galino's chest or stomach, and he sizzles the egg on there. And then Hot Shots Part 2, he kills the guy with a chicken, and the chicken shoots out an egg after it kills the guy.
Oh, and there's a bit in Airplane where Leslie Nielsen pulls all the eggs out of the one.
Just keep coming out.
I love he does the proper magician's like the kind of the sleeve hitch. So he's clearly getting an egg out of his sleeve, and he's making no attempts to hide that he's doing that.
Oh, I love it. Man, those comedies have some legit egg gags.
No, yeah.
I would say.
You don't see too many egg gags, today in 2020.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I like in Captain America Civil War when Spider-Man starts throwing eggs at Bucky and Falcon when they attack him in the German airport. I don't know if you remember that scene.
I don't remember that scene, Mark.
But he's just winging eggs at him.
Yeah, I think you're making that up.
And then they slip on it. They pull like a Marvin Harry. And then
they slide the whole way across the airport. Yeah.
Yeah. Fricka, frisher. And they slide into a wall together, and they're like, I hate you. Because of all the eggs.
No one says Marv and Harry. It's Harry and Marv. What are you doing?
Marv and Harry. That's the way my brain works after all the LSD. And also, I think Neighbors 2 has a good bit where Seth Rogen's boiling eggs.
Oh, and Zac Efron's like, it's going to melt because it makes pasta go soft. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, but it makes pasta go soft. And then Rogen just goes, whoa.
Wow. I have yet to see Neighbors 2, but I can imagine a college kid having that objection. Poor children.
I love that thing. Just, is it going to melt the egg? Spider-Man 3 has some good egg bits.
Oh, yeah.
There's egg dancing. Right?
That's the most fun omelette making scene, I think, in film.
And then Runaway Bride has an entire table of about 15 eggs that she's munching on. Anger Management features, I love that scene. Anger Management, he's like, I want it over easy, and he breaks the plate. Logan Lucky, right? Have you seen that one?
Yeah. Oh, the eggs from the vending machine?
Yeah!
Oh.
Daniel Craig's vending machine eggs.
Oh, ew. Someone eats them? Do people actually eat the vending machine eggs? I see them.
Daniel Craig, he's got like salt in his trouser cuff that he puts on them. It's... Ugh.
I found myself in an argument with DJ Valentine on Twitter today, who was a guest on our show.
Yeah.
But I put out my list of favorite egg moments, and then he's like, man, I hate this list. He's like, where's Ghostbusters? And I told him Ghostbusters can kick rocks.
Oh, okay, Mark, it's been fun. The show has been good.
And then I just did that to get at him. And then I just posted a picture.
Blasphemy.
Yeah. What? No, I love Ghostbusters. But then I posted something saying like, I don't want your life, James Vanderbeek from Varsity Blues. Like, lay off my egg list. Like Cool Runnings, I have in my top 5. Egg is a character.
Yeah.
Like, how's your egg? Let me kiss your egg.
Kiss the egg, yeah. Have you seen Tampopo? No, I haven't seen it either, but I was having a look at egg scenes earlier, and there's perhaps the most nauseating scene I've ever seen of any film, where there's this couple who, they have a tender, relaxing moment where one of them, he gets the yolk of an egg, he cracks an egg and separates the yolk, puts it in his mouth, and they have this scene where they're passing the egg yolk back and forth from one mouth to the other. It's vile, but it's supposed to be this big romantic moment, and I almost threw up.
Well, that's what you do.
No, it's not. It's not, Mark. It's no. I can't believe we got this far without saying Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah.
It's being the
That's
definitive egg-eating scene.
You know what it is, though? I think it's so obvious.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it. Does that make sense?
It's 50 eggs. There we go. We had to at least mention it so that the listeners' heads don't explode.
And I do want to say, Shape of Water. That's another prison escape movie. Because there's this creature, they're going to kill it, but then they kill a guard, they take the creature, and instead of just dumping it into the Baltimore Sea, like you're on the water in Baltimore, correct?
Yeah.
The coast is all over the place. She's like, I'm not going to go up 100 extra yards. I'm going to wait for this canal to fill up. And I'm going to keep you in my bathtub, and I'm just going to feed you nothing but eggs.
And a cat.
And and then it eats a cat, and they're cool about it. I would have blown that thing up. Eats my cat. But yeah, they rescue it and feed it nothing but eggs.
Yeah, well.
It was kind of her fault. Like, you can't feed someone eggs 24/7 and then have a cat walk by and expect them not to make a move.
Jay, how do you feel? You've gone after cats because you've just eaten eggs.
I mean, I think I'd rather eat a cat than an egg. So, yeah.
Oh,
Jeez. So, who did it better? Who filmed themselves better? You have Blair Witch, the famous recording scene, the monologue, Heather's famous scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have McConaughey's Interstellar when he records video, and then when he watches video and cries.
Yeah.
And then you have The Martian with Matt Damon just looking into a screen the entire time. So how would you rank these four? Blair Witch, Deep Blue Sea. We should cut the scene where Matt McConaughey's watching LL Cool J's recipe.
Just breaking down in tears. Watching.
Plug that in there.
Why don't you do a supercut of that? Yes.
Oh my gosh. You just need to find two pictures. The screen, and then transpose that over it, and then him crying.
Yeah.
Internet gods, make it happen. I know someone out there can make this happen for us. But you should.
Please. Oh man. Mark, can you cook that up for us?
Listen, I'm good, but I'm not that good.
So how would you rank these four scenes, huh? Blair Witch, Interstellar, Deep Blue Sea, and The Martian. Just talking into cameras.
Okay, so I have yet to see The Martian, and I actually think I own it. I have yet to watch it.
It's fantastic, Mark. It's amazing.
Yes. The story of my life. I own it, but I have yet to watch it. I have more money than time, apparently. That's my problem. But, okay, so if I had to rank these, The Martian's coming fourth, because I haven't seen it yet. Sorry. I have to go with Blair Witch being number one, only because of, like, the nose condensation. You know, it's almost a scene stealer right there. You know, like, it was just dripping, not quite falling, making it disgusting. It's just dangling there. You know, it definitely pulled focus. So, Blair Witch number one. We're talking about Deep Blue Sea. That's what we're here for. So, definitely, Preacher has to be number two, therefore making Interstellar number three, and The Martian number four, only because I haven't seen it yet.
1999 representing 1 and 2. I don't like over-spitting characters in movies.
That is fair. No, that's fair.
Remember in Tropic Thunder when they're purposely doing all that saliva when they're crying? Just the insane amounts of spit that they're shooting out of their mouths? Like, you see some of these movies with people just crying and spitting. It's a choice.
It is, but...
You didn't particularly care for Viola Davis's performance in Fences, I'm assuming.
I have to give some respect for Jonathan Groff in the Hamilton. Just because he has that spit on his lip, and it would be so easy to wipe that away and continue the scene, but he leaves it there for so long, and I just have to respect that.
Yeah, that's good spit. Well, and Viola Davis, she had a reason for that spit. It's not like she's crying over dropping an egg. Like, listen, I mean, like, there is ugly crying. I guess when the spit feels like a conscious choice by an actor. Like, I think John Heder cried in a movie once and spit a lot. I think it's the latest Tremors movie. Tremors Streaker Island.
You're the only one who was going to know about that, Mark, in the entire world.
It's trending on Netflix. It was in the top 10.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I watched Mean Machine recently with Vinnie Jones, Jason Statham. There's a character in that who is like a psychopath character, and it's really phlegmy, really spitty, and it adds to his character as being this guy who's not used to like social situations and talking at a reasonable volume without any spit. So,